What's up fellas, and in this video I'm going to be playing the 7th chapter of Ninja Gaiden Sigma, called the Monastery. So with that out of the way, let's begin with the playthrough. Alright, chapter 7, the Monastery, let's go. Before I proceed with the mission, I'm gonna be going to find the lunar staff because I saw it in chapter 4 and it was behind a lock gate and I forgot about it, so now I'm going to go back and get it. Here we go, here's where you can find the lunar staff, and I'll open this gate while I'm at it and insert the top tablet that I found from earlier. While I'm here, I'll upgrade the lunar staff. Alright, that's that. Now let's go back to where we saved at originally. I'll pop on Life of the Gods real quick. all done and dusted. That Ryu Fiend boss was very difficult, but got it done. Nice, we got the Armlet of Potency, got the Elixir of Spiritual Life, and I got the Stone Tablet, Incendiary Shuriken, Golden Scarab. Nice! Got a lot of stuff here, and I believe there is another Scarab just up here. Yeah, there is a second one. Let's see what's in 2 of those chests. Alright, let's kick this one open. Life of the Gods, good stuff. Let's see what's in the second chest. There's a third one over there, but yeah, Elixir of Spiritual Life, very, very nice. Good stuff, we've got a third Golden Scarab. And there is a chest that I'm going to be going to right now. Let's kick it open. Nice, another Elixir of Spiritual Life. Alright, let's crack open the safe. Also, keep in mind, once you do a safe correctly, make sure to turn it left or right after the blue orb is lit up, because if you do it wrong, you have to do it from scratch. What you have to do is place down the Book of Eons, and an underground entrance will open. Four out of 6 scarabs so far. Good stuff. Alright, now let's kick open this red chest and see what we get. Nice, we got the map of the underground cemetery, and we got a refill of incendiary shurikens, and let's go ahead and save. For this part of the mission, what you have to do is dodge the spikes and, outrun the massive rock as fast as possible, and make sure to get far away from it as possible, because if you get flattened by it, you don't get the game over screen. What happens is you have to start the chase sequence from the beginning. Alright, that's 5 out of 6 golden scarabs. Just one more, I'll show you where that is shortly. Nice, a third technique scroll, the guillotine throw, and I'll go ahead and upgrade the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang to level 3. And that's all 6 golden scarabs found for this mission. Let's go ahead and trade it in for Muramasa and see what else we get. Nice, we got the windmill shuriken this time. Let's kick open this chest and see what we get. Nice, a new weapon, the Vigorian Flame. That trophy right there in the middle, that's definitely what you need in order to awaken the boss fight. Oh yeah, I should mention that you cannot escape this mission where you have to kill all these skeletons in this little room. You're forced to kill them because the door is locked. It will unlock once you kill them. Alright, that's all done. Now let's proceed with the mission. Great, this bozo just disabled the elevator from going up and down for a short period of time. That's actually what happens when these skeletons slam down their weapons. The elevator stops going up and down for like a brief period of time. I just love how these skeletons appear in this part of the mission and they fall down, which is very funny. And they also lie down in between these like little gaps, which is quite interesting. You know, it's funny as well. let's go ahead and upgrade the Vigorian Flail, and I'll buy some other stuff while I'm here. The best way to deal with these skeletons with the bow and arrow is to use the art of the Inferno in order to kill them, because they are very frustrating in this part, because once the arrows hit you, you fall off this part of the mission and you have to do it again. See, like that. It's very frustrating, so make sure you use the art of the Inferno, because that's the best and fastest way to kill them. They just suck. Also, if you don't have any info, yeah, I feel like, yeah, because they're just so fucking frustrating to deal with. Now, if you don't have any info, the best thing to do is just to avoid it as much as possible, simply by dodging it, or if you can't, just take out the two of them that are standing next to each other. Well, that's pretty much it. One last thing I do want to mention about those skeletons with a bow and arrow is that you need to be up close in order for them to hit you, because if you're far away they can't hit you. So that's a plus, but good luck trying to get to this part, because you're going to get hit at least once. Alright, let's place down the Holy Grail. So the Bone Dragon awakens from its slumber when you place down the Holy Grail. Alright, just defeat it as best as you can. Use the Dragon Sword, Dragon's Claw, and Tiger's Fang in order to use it. The fastest way I deal with it is by using the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang, and by using the Inferno. That is the fastest way I deal with it. Also, be careful of that unblockable attack. Nice, that's chapter 7 cleared. Let's go ahead and save. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in chapter 8 of Ninja Gaiden Sigma called Alma Greater Fiend, and yes, we're playing as Rachel. So yeah, see you then.